Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, palette reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, I'm super happy to do this video today. Simply Posh Cosmetics, one of my favorite brands, my Texas beauty brand, has a new palette out called Aurora Lights. She is gorgeous, and she actually holds a special place in my heart because this is sort of a continuation or a expanded upon idea from Northern Lights. Actually, my first palette of special shades that I ever owned by Simply Posh Cosmetics. I actually purchased this myself back 2.5 years ago, I believe, whenever it came out. And then after that, I got put on the PR team, and I had singles before that were these shifty, beautiful shades, but I had never had just an all special shades palette. That's kind of before that became a big craze. And I just thought this was so neat. Like, special really is the word. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this palette of all these shifty shades. And, you know, since then, I've had every palette that has come out. And so a lot of people were wanting that to be restocked. And instead, she came out with a palette that has mattes and special shades that kind of reflect what was in Northern Lights. So if you'd like to see this more close up, I'll have some swatches over here for you to see how shifty these are and see 3 looks with this palette. Keep on watching. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and open her up and take a look. I will have to say, this is one of those palettes that is so much prettier in person. It was pretty online. The color story is fun. Look how much I'm matching. Oh my gosh. I did do it intentionally, but like didn't realize how matchy I was gonna look. My friend Cher will get a kick out of this if she's watching. I'm sure she's watching, but gets a kick out of how I always like match my clothes to my makeup, to my palettes, to my thumbnails. I'm a crazy person. Anyway, so we do have in here 6 duochromes, and they are very shifty as far as what they look like in swatches. And then we have 12 mattes in the typical layout form that Simply Posh has been doing now for about a year and a half. So I can't remember which first one started doing this monochromatic rose. They are magnetic, so you can move them around. I'm not really sure why you would want to make it more complicated because this is laid out so like logically. So anyway, we are going to dive into this palette, and today I am going to create 2 different looks, one on each eye, and then tomorrow I've got this all laid out because tomorrow I have a Christmas party to go to, and I was like, well, guess I'm probably doing some greens in that look for tomorrow. And then today we are going to stick actually with these 4 vertical rows, leave these 2 rows for tomorrow's look. All right, so obviously my lashes and my liner on because I am doing the same day that we had Christmas lunch for the kids at school. They are also home, so if you hear stuff, I told them to be quiet for a while for me to get this done. But if you're a mom, you know how that goes. Sometimes it does not work out like you want it to. All right, so we are just gonna go in with swirling. This is the lighter of the purple mattes, and I am starting inner lid. This is a new thing I have been trying out. I had tried it before, not really so successfully. I've always started on the outside, but my friend Natalie Smink on here and on Instagram, I'll pop her on there. You guys should be following her if you're not. Like, she's so incredibly talented. She's very creative, intricate, detailed eye looks. But she starts with her inner portion. And so I had commented on one of her videos, like, I'm gonna start trying that again because, I mean, she's just so skilled and it always looks so pretty. And so I've been doing it and it's been working out pretty well. So I'm just gonna roll with it. All right, next I'm going with Bright, and this is the mid-tone pink. I'm just gonna kind of connect those. Oh my gosh, my pug is such a psycho. I don't know if you could hear him, but he comes to the door looking for me and he sticks his nose under there and he starts sniffing and breathing like he's a Jason Voorhees or something. Like, that dog, he's always looking for me. He wants to be with me, but he's too noisy when he's in here. He snorts, he snores, so I always lock him out of this room. Okay, these are blending so nicely together. Gosh, these are really, really beautiful tones. Like, super, super pretty tones. Okay, next I'm going to go in with Breathtaking, and it's the deeper in the pink row. And I'm just going to kind of pat that right here. I'm working around this wing. You guys have seen me do this part of the time. I'd say maybe 30% of my videos. Anytime you see me doing looks, eyeshadow looks already with lashes and wings, means I'm working it into a busy day, a busy mom day, you know, just other stuff going on. And I always like to wear falsies out. And if I'm in a hurry and or if I know I need to do my eyeshadow later and not in the moment and I have to get out and about, I always just do a wing and lashes and go. It's just my out the door look. I know some people are probably like, you put on lashes for just out the door? And yes, I do. I do. And I like it. I actually love the look of just lashes and no eyeshadow sometimes. All right, let's kind of blend those in together. And I'm also going, I'm just going to take that Breathtaking right up in here into the crease. Those are magical together. It's truly so pretty. These tones, I love. Wow, wow, wow. This palette has the potential to turn out to be my favorite Simply Posh. One, because the formula has improved over time, and two, I just think with these tones, it's going to be magical. Okay, so for the lower lash line, we are going to find a brush. Okay, got the brush. We're going to go with Brilliant. And Brilliant is the deepest purple shade. I'm just going to kind of work that under my lashes. You guys, I just think so far, the way that these choices, these tones, these colors together, really, really smart and effective. Is that purple shade is like, that deeper purple is just the perfect tone. Let's see. Then I think I'm going to take Swirling, that lighter purple, the very first shade, and do just this inner portion of the lower lash. Oh, those are so pretty together. Are these my favorite, like, tones of purple? Pink, possibly. Oh, so pretty. Okay, the fun part. This is gonna be hard though. Electric and Dazzling. You know what? I think I'm gonna go electric first and pop that on the inner lid. Ooh, that pink packs a punch. That hot pink mixed with this purple, kind of a blurple-y sparkle and shift is so cool. Because the pink is so kind of like electric and vibrant, and then it's like, you know, it's contrasted with that cooler toned shift of the blurple-y shade. That is so pretty. Okay. Love that. Love that. And make sure I get it up here a little. Okay, then I am going to go in with electric. And you can hear my pug crying. Oh my gosh, he's so pathetic. He's like, I always say, like, he's like the type that he'd like crawl inside me if he could, just, and live inside me. That's just how pugs are. Okay, so pretty. Oh my gosh, look how these just blend in together so beautifully. Wowza. It also like gives me very 80s vibes, which I think is super fun. That is gorgeous. Okay, I do want to put a little bit on the brush just to, oh, not that one. A little of the electric on the brush. I may actually add in another shade. I'm just going to see. Okay, just sprayed it. I'm going to use the brush to get in there a little bit more. So pretty. Okay, I think what I want to do, Aura is actually on this side. It's one that I was kind of saving for tomorrow, but I do think it would just be such a pretty inner corner shade. So I'm just gonna pop that right here. Oh, fun. Oh, whoa, that definitely changes it up because this is more golden while the rest of this is so cool toned. So it kind of just is a surprise burst of like a little star burst in there. Pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm excited. All right, now let's go in with look number 2. So I'm going to do the same sort of method, and that inner to outer worked so well. Okay, we are then going to take, should I start with, okay, I'm going to start with Glow. And Glow is this brighter green. Right here in the inner eye. Ooh, that is a really pretty shade of green. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look through all my palettes. And I mean, maybe I have this, something similar to this, but just off the top of my head, I'm not like, oh yeah, this is a green I have in a lot of palettes. Like this shade of green is pretty unique. Like it's not a lime green. It's more of a, maybe like a sherbet lime, you know, like the lime in a sherbet. So pretty. Okay, then I'm going to go in with Surreal. And Surreal is this turquoise. The pug is back stalking me. Oh my gosh. It's a really pretty turquoise. You know what? I'm like, I didn't see it before. This is kind of a mermaidy palette. Like if you really think about it, and I don't know why I didn't see that before, because I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, Aura lights and but yeah, I'm getting some mermaid vibes for sure. I did a whole video on mermaid vibes palettes, like when Little Mermaid was, the new one was coming out. And I think you could definitely include this in there for sure. Okay, next I'm gonna go with Phenomenon, which is the deeper teal shade. Oh yeah, I need a pack down here because I'm doing the same thing I did on the other side. It's really pretty. shade of blue. Definitely has that earth vibes to it, like this whole look, the blend of shades like earth or yeah, you know, maybe like kelp and then into the sea. I know we're talking about the lights here, the Aurora Borealis lights, but let's just keep getting like the sea and mermaid here too. So pretty. Okay, I want a little bit more of that glow, that green back in there. Just a little bit more. Because I just love it. It's so pretty. Really, really love how those blend in. Sometimes when I get over here by the wing, I don't blend as well because I'm trying to avoid, I'll go back in and kind of correct the wing, draw it back on if I need to. Okay, then for the lower lash line, we're gonna go in with Night Sky. No, we're not. No, we're not. I lied. That's tomorrow's shade. We're going in with Captivate, the deeper green. Wait. You guys, we're gonna improvise. I did not even realize I skipped a whole row that I was gonna do. You guys, I was supposed to be doing these two rows together, these two, but I went here and here. All right, no need to panic. This happens. This happens. Okay. I don't know that I want to do the blue for the look tomorrow for the Christmas party I have going on because it's just not the vibe I'm going for. So I am going to improvise. I'm going to go in with Magnetic, the deep blue. I already have Captivate on this outer portion. I'm just going to layer this on top, which is actually really, really pretty. Ooh, this blue is pretty. Oh, I'm kind of sad I don't have it where I was going to put it. Yeah, this Magnetic is gorgeous. This would be so pretty on the lid. So you know what? We're just going to take that and we're going to layer that. I think I was so busy just talking and excited to dip into this palette that I just skipped what I was going to do. Oh, this really makes it very oceany now though. With this deeper blue. Let me get this kind of fluffy, kind of blend this. Well, we get to see how this blue blends into the teals and the green, which actually looks pretty good. I feel so silly. But you guys were probably like, what is she doing? She totally said that she was going to do that blue and green row, and she just skipped over and is doing the green and the teal. Okay. All right. I actually deepened it up really nicely. Okay, so then Vivid is the brighter blue shade. And we're just going to take that in, oops, here. This is what I would have put on the inner portion of the lid originally. I would have started with this Vivid and then gone into the teals. That's really, these are like my ideal tones of these type of shades. I mean, they're just gorgeous. Actually looks really pretty. And you know what? I'm just going to take that Vivid that blue, I just want to see it up here a little. I hope this doesn't mess things up. We're just going to put that right here. Oh, okay. I did it. I salvaged it. Not that it was going in a bad direction. It's just, so we actually just used all the mattes from these 3 rows here. Okay, now we have Twinkling and Magical. So I know I want to put Twinkling, the blue, right here. Oh, it's really, really, really pretty. It's so pretty next to that magnetic, that deeper blue matte. There's something about, I just stuck my finger and dug it into the matte. There, you guys are gonna wonder, like, what, did they have eggnog at the kids' Christmas lunch? Like, what's wrong with her? No, I don't know. I was saying there's something about just like a deep blue matte like that, and then this brighter blue shimmer next to it. That's just so, so, so pretty. Okay, love that. Then we're going in with, clean my finger off on my hand. We're going in with Magical. Ooh. Oh, so pretty. That really is magical. I agree. Wow. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. Okay, now for the inner corner on this one. You know what? I think I want to go back in with, I think I want to go in with Electric for the inner corner, which is this shimmer, inner corner, inner portion shimmer right here. I think that's what I want to try as the inner corner for this eye. Okay, let's see how this turns out. You definitely have that like purple base, and then it has a blue shift. Oh, I kind of like that. It looks like I put like a purple matte down almost, and then just laid some blue shimmer on the top. It kind of helps tie into this eye actually. All right, you guys, that is super, super pretty. All right, you guys, I pretty much have my lip that I want. I'm just gonna clean up my wings, and then we're gonna come back and talk about these 2 looks. All right, you guys, I cleaned it up. So here we have the first 2 looks. I think these are so pretty and so fun. And okay, I think this is just hilarious that this turned out this way, that I ended up using 6 mattes and then the 2 shimmers. I'm saving Light Show for tomorrow. That is the shimmer that I've been dying to get on my eyes. It was the favorite one whenever I swatched it. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow, definitely with these mattes, and probably these here are what I'm going to use tomorrow. But it's crazy to me that I was able to use 8 shades on this eye and make it cohesive and make it work. That just tells you how well these shadows blend together, work together. So first 2 looks are definitely a hit. And now let's do look number 3. All right, you guys, it is day 2, and I'm actually going to, after I do the look, I'm going to put on that dress for the holiday party I was telling you guys about, just so you can see the whole thing together, how it would look. And I do have my top lashes on, obviously, but nothing on the bottom at all. So we're just gonna work around that. Okay, so now dipping into the correct shades this time, we're gonna go into these over here. And honestly, when I first saw this reveal, these two rows are what absolutely just intrigued me, spoke to me, made me excited. And that makes me extra excited since I've dipped into the other ones and love this palette so far. So I feel like it could only go up from here. All right, so we're gonna go with Polar, which is this sort of grayish shade. And again, oh, that's pretty deep. That's deeper than the pigment, you guys, in this palette is so good. I didn't really realize it would be quite that deep. I guess my only thing, I mean, I'm not done with it yet, but just right now, if I had to say the only thing that would draw some people back from this palette is it doesn't have really any really light shades. It's medium tones to deeper tones, very saturated. So if you were someone that wants a lighter shade, you would maybe have to just dip into a white matte in another palette, which there's so many palettes now that do come with a white matte. So that shouldn't be too hard. But man, I mean, the pigment and just these tones, I keep saying these tones. I'm probably just annoying you guys repeating myself, but the tones are beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going in with Night Sky now, the deepest shade. And I'm just gonna pack that on. This is a really deep green, cool toned deep green. So we're gonna pack that in. And again, just draw it out over here on the outer portion, working around the wing. Again, don't worry, I'll fix my wing. If it disappears, no big deal. This one little hair keeps getting in the mix. This is very pigmented as well. So what I'm gonna do now, how pretty would that be if I just left it like that, then did the shimmer? I've never really done that before, but do I want to do that for a Christmas party? Do I want to be adventurous? I've seen people do that and it's so pretty. If I wasn't going somewhere, I feel like I'd be braver, but I kind of want to try it. You know what? Let's live dangerously. We're going to try it. And if I don't like it, I'll just go in with that Polar gray and blend it in. So I'm going to take Light Snow, which I've been dyeing. Oh, it's as pretty as I hoped it would be. Wow. This is the most opaque of the duochromes. This is gonna be kind of hard because I have this big old hump with my, okay, I think I am gonna have to go in with Polar because I have this deep set crease and my overhanging brow bone. For me to work on a curve and really get this where I want it, let me try. It's so hard for me. I know I could do a brush, but then I kind of lose the shimmer when I do that. It's something I think we should all consider when we're watching people do their makeup, or we see their makeup looks and we're just like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. Or the style that they do, the techniques, you know, these creative looks a lot of times that I wish I could do. We have to remember too that we're working with what we have. So like, I get jealous sometimes. I'm just gonna go on a tangent because I think this could be relatable. I get jealous sometimes when I see how people can do liner work and just work so easy and draw curves and everything. You guys have to know I'm working on a major curve here with my brow bone. I mean, it juts out and it curves like an overhanging cliff. So if I think I'm drawing a straight line, then when my eye goes up, because it's on a curve, it's like, oh, it really went over here and it doesn't look good. And so as much as I sometimes feel bad about, you know, like, oh, I'm not as talented, or I wish I could make my looks like that look good, then I look at their lids and I'm like, oh, they're working on a complete flat surface. They don't have an overhanging brow bone. So it's so much easier for them. And then that allows me to feel better about myself, that it's just maybe not meant for me. And that's okay. It's kind of like our body types. I'm going to go in with Polar and just kind of try to blend this in. It's like our body types where, you know, we'll see someone look so good in something and we're like, oh, I don't look good in that. You know, like, or you will try to wear it and we're like, it doesn't look the same on me. Well, maybe it's not the most flattering for your body type, but like simultaneously, something that looks really good on you wouldn't look necessarily as good on them because it's just not for their body types. Like, it's fine. We're not meant to all be the same. And then within makeup, we have different talents and different strengths, and we're not meant to do all the same thing. So that is my little encouragement of the day. Okay, I like that better with that kind of blended in there. That's so pretty and unique. I didn't know that this is the direction I was going, actually, especially for my Christmas party. Like, it's not necessarily that Christmassy, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to take Aura, and it's that first shimmer that I used in my first look in the inner corner. And it's just, I just think it's the right one. I honestly think it's the best inner corner shade in the palette because it's a little bit lighter. It's that golden, but it has a purple base to it too. So you get a little bit of a, you know, like a purple shift. Let me just take this. But it's subtle. The purple's subtle. It's not, it's almost like I see purple, I see like almost a peach, and then the gold. It's really, really pretty. But I like it right there. You guys, I think that's really, really, really pretty. Okay, then for the lower lash line, I've got to go in with Captivate, the deepest green. Well, not the deepest. This is the deepest green that is almost like a green black. And I think I am going to go back in and kind of help blend that. I'll do it off camera. It kind of got a little, when I brought the Polar over to blend the top, I went a little too far over here. So I'm going to go back in with Night Sky off camera. But Captivate is this one right here. So that's what I'm going to put on the lower lash line, and it'll just pop in that green to kind of draw in the green shimmer. That light show, oh my gosh, I knew as soon as I saw this teased or just shown color reveal, it was like, I need light show on my eyes immediately. It is gorgeous. And when I swatched it, I was just like, yep, that's the one for me. I love it. This green Captivate almost has, I'm not going to say blue, like it's definitely green, but it's so smart because, you know, it's laid next to a blue row and a teal row. So it definitely would blend well with them as well. You know, I could see it pulling either way. So again, I just think they were so smart on this color story, and the shades and tones that they chose makes so much sense. All right, you guys, that is so pretty. I'm going to clean up just this blend right here. I'm going to do the other eye, put on my mascara, pick my lip, come back in the holiday dress, and we're going to wrap up Aura Lights. All right, you guys, I am back with the whole dress action. We got the sparkly sleeves, the earrings, and then here is the final look. I love this look so much. The lips, in case you guys want to know, is the Hard Candy liner. These are so good. The Instapout in Boyfriend. And then I have the Milani Desire. That's the shade. The Milani, oh my gosh, I know these any other time. Lipsticks. I know that name any other time. Anyway, that's Desire. And then I have the Beauty for Real Plumping Gloss in Rebel. It's so, so, so pretty. So, you guys, this is so not what I thought I was going for today. I love it, though. It's not very holiday, but I still think this glam is super pretty, and it works. It works. So, you guys, I'm just going to tell you guys, bottom line right now, girl to girl, girl to boy, whoever, this is Simply Posh Cosmetics' best palette. Hands down, in my opinion. And I love a lot of the other palettes, but you guys, this is the best. This is the best their mattes have ever been. I don't know if something's different. I know Cozy Cabin Holiday was supposed to be different mattes, and maybe this is the same formula, but maybe it's because of these specific shades and tones. They blend so beautifully. It works so well. And then the duochromes are also gorgeous. For me, the standout is Light Show. It's my favorite, but the rest are beautiful too. I cannot recommend this palette enough. I do not think that you will be disappointed. Very, very, very impressed. Again, I have a code. It's Budget Beauty. We'll save you 10%. This is launching. If I can get this video up, you're seeing it right before launch, and I'm hoping to get it up so it launches at 3 p.m. today, probably on Friday, the 15th, I think it is. And yeah, I'm so impressed. Aura Lights is beautiful. I love all three looks. You guys have to let me know your favorite looks in the comments. Thank you for sticking with me. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.